The UK, lovers of tea and biscuits and responsible for 63 Independence Days. Fairly impressive, but today we're going to make it so much worse. Because today we are going to be sealing everybody's territory, friends and foes alike.
So, starting off, we're actually in a pretty good situation. We have a lovely leader with Stanley Baldwin here. We have 4 research slots, which is nice. Definitely better than what some countries get. I think the UK, well, not the UK, Italy only starts off with 3, and you have to unlock the 4th, which is annoying. We have a significantly bigger military industry compared to, like, let's just say France here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And oh yeah, we control like a majority of the land on Earth. The sun never sets on the British Empire. So if we go into our focus tree here, not a bad one, honestly. I know they haven't gotten an update in a little while, but honestly, pretty good here. So, there are multiple paths we can go down. Steady as we go is the basic historical path for politically. This goes down your monarchists, your fascists, and all that sort of fun stuff. We're going to be going vaguely historical. There might be some things that are a bit different than what happened historically, but we'll deal with that as it happens. It's just it'll make it a little bit more fun because who wants to be sitting around for the entirety of like 3 years and not doing anything? Not me, particularly. Construction-wise, what are we going to do? Because we're currently on civilian economy, so it kind of limits what we can do. But what we do have is a bunch of tiles that we can upgrade to the max so that we can get the most out of them. So our research, all our resource areas, definitely want to build that up. And of course, where we have basically just the entirety of the south, we're going to be upgrading. And then after that, we're going to go and get some warfare facilities, specifically a land warfare, and then maybe avionics. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We look at the army. We have 36 divisions. Not too shabby. Though half of them are colonial garrison, which we're going to swap over to the infantry division. We're going to... why did I say that like I was French? We're going to delete the horses, because who realistically uses horses? We have armored car divisions. I will not be using armored cars. They suck royally. And our tanks are pretty bad. So we're going to get rid of that. Leaving us with 32 pretty decent divisions. And we're going to set them to defend our territory. And doing that, basically, they're just going to sit around in decent supply areas. So, as of right now, we are stuck on civilian economy, which royally sucks. I can't produce any factories in oil capacity, and gain is just in the gutter. So what we're going to do is we are going to wait for Spain to go into their lovely civil war, and then once we do that, we're going to send a attaché to the Republican side, so that we can then... oh, there you go. Edward is officially gone. Oh well. Now we have George the 6th. There we go. Yeah, thanks. But once that is all done and dusted, we'll have the war support to then go down and get our partial Moby. Because once we have that, all things will be nice in the world, and we won't have to be worrying as much as to what we're constructing, and we can finally get some mills out. Alright, now Stanley Baldwin resigns. I actually don't know why. 2 weeks after the coronation of George V, Mr. Baldwin announced that he will resign premiership, retire. Alright. Well, we get Neville Chamberlain, the definition of a goddamn cuck. Fucking war supports, you just hate it, but you will give me factory output, so you know what? We'll keep you for now, though I cannot wait until you get replaced by Churchill, because he is just so much better than you in every single way. Alright, after sitting here for fucking God knows how long doing jack shit, stuff is finally starting to go on in the world. Spain is done killing itself. Germany ate Austria and is about to eat Czechoslovakia. They think we're gonna help. That's funny. Yeah, no, sorry Czechoslovakia, you're on your own. Alright, war is about to pop off, so I guess now would be a good time to look at the overall plan of what we're gonna try to do. So obviously, the whole shtick of this video is naval invasions, so we're going to be doing those basically anywhere we can. As the UK, that kind of just happens anyway, because you have to naval invade to get anywhere. But even more so, we're going to try to incentivize that, because funny. So anyway, plan for Africa. We have 6 troops, well, actually 12 troops set up here, and we're going to naval invade behind on Tobruk. Take that, encircle, kill, lovely. Next, we have the French. So, inherently, these guys are all probably going to die when it comes to like the French, and I have no aspirations that I will be able to hold off the Germans long term. But basically, why I have so many troops here is mainly to grind for army experience. So like if you look here, I don't have much proficiency in anything really, and to gain that I need to fight. So we're gonna hold for as long as reasonably possible, and then once shit starts to hit the fan, then we bounce out. We have our boys guarding the home island. We have our Mediterranean fleet, which is actually our Pacific fleet in Singapore. And then we have our boys in Alexandria, which are going to make our naval invasions in here possible. We also do have our sub fleets, which are incomplete. They're not really set up and ready to go. I mean, most of this is going to be for the Pacific theater, but it is what it is. So these guys aren't really going to be doing much as of yet. All right, the no-no Germans are going into Poland, which means we must fight on the side of our Polish friends. We will invite them to defection. They will accept, and this will cause... And the French can be joining? What the fuck? Oh, I have to join. Yes. Yes, come in, please. There you go. And I guess we will call in all of the boys. So now it's a real world war. Sweet. Nothing's going to be happening, really, for the most part. We're just going to be sitting here until Poland is dead. Sorry, Poland. We got 5 heavy ships, well, 5 heavy cruisers, 5 destroyers, 2 battleships, and 1 light cruiser. Nice. Oh, did we find what was left of them over there? Yeah, I think we did. All right. Well, goodbye. And there goes the German Navy. It's gone. Oh, there's the rest of... I thought I already clicked on that. All right, well. Oh, well. There goes the German Navy. No way they're getting to Norway now, but they can still try, you know? Make my life a whole lot easier. Also, put up some, where are they? Naval bombers over the 2 seas here. Been snagging a few submarines. Not as many as I would like, but it's alright. What the fuck is this event? Yes, we have no bananas. I just wanted a banana. The fuck is this? The war into the Benelux has begun with, I think, is Luxembourg? Yeah, Luxembourg is about to die. Goodbye. Actually, I could save him. Go! Run, my oh, never mind. They're going on the Netherlands. Back up! Don't go, please! Oh, Jesus Christ, where are they? Yeah, we're gonna sit here and watch these guys die. Sorry, any Belgium viewers I may or may not have. If I do, I don't know, put a comment so I can notice you and give you like a little like, I don't know. The war for France has begun. They're starting to throw themselves at the Maginot. Belgium is absolutely melting, but there's not much I can do there. Airwise, I think, yeah, they're still focusing on Belgium, so I don't know how we're going to do. I don't think we will do well, mostly just because of the fact of the AI spams out more airframes. So while I have quality, I do not have quantity. So we'll see how this goes. There goes the Netherlands. Sorry, guys. Nothing personal. So we're just going to sit here and absorb as much punishment as we can to slowly get our doctrines up. And yes, I know I haven't assigned things. Shut up. I've been busy. Leave me alone. Alright, Italy has entered the war. We've managed to hold them pretty decently in the north here, but that only leaves mainly my army sitting on the border south with Italy. So I think this might be it for our stand in Germany, well, against the Germans. We have done pretty well to kick them in the nose, but I don't see us going too well, so we are going to move down and focus on the south. I will keep an eye on this, but I will probably be pulling out. Alright, naval invasion for Tobruk is about to land, and I don't think anybody's actually home. which, I will, if you don't want to guard your ports, be my guest. I'm just gonna pin attack these guys so they don't run out of the pocket that's about to be made. And, devastating loss. What do you mean devastating loss? Nothing's happened. Oh, it's probably talking about France. We don't concern ourselves with that. So, is anybody home? No, nobody's home. All right. Well, you know, I kind of didn't want it to be such a just slog and just immediate win, but you know what? If you want to do that, we will do that. I will happily just take all your units there. Thank you. I will just throw all these guys in. I mean, are they even competing us in the air? No, they're not. All right. Well, no, we're not even in the right air zone. God. There you go. Get into the right. There you go. All right. North Africa is actually doing really well. I'm genuinely surprised because most of the times in the last test round I did, I failed to take Tobruk and it was pretty sad. I didn't really show this, but North Africa, I've been using my puppet divisions. Well, yeah, the divisions that are little puppets pop out that you can just like request them. So I've been using that, and we've basically been cleaning up here. I mean, this is kind of just a mess of no supplies, so that sucks, but is what is. Also, we have no men. Everybody is fucking dead. Which not great, but what is great is I sold a little bit of land, which I didn't want. Newfoundland, some islands in the specific. What is this? God damn it, Caribbean. Jesus Christ, how did I not remember that? I sold them for a bunch of American destroyers for free, which is nice because I'm gonna need those when I get into the war with Japan because they have submarines and I want to destroy those. So having some destroyers, not a bad idea to keep in my back pocket. Naval Invasion 2 of the day is away, off to Tripoli. Hey, that rhymed. Don't really care. There isn't much of the Navy when it comes to the Italians left. So I'm going to put these guys on Naval Invasion support because I'm not too worried. I think the best they can do is really have submarines out to face me, but I have no fear of those. Alright, so Tripoli is actually defended this time. Nice. But will they hold it? No, because their divisions suck and my Marines are absolutely glorious. Alright, so we push in, and thus, that means these guys, everybody in North Africa will starve because I think that's their only port in North Africa that they have left. I don't think, yeah, no. That was their last port. So with that, all these guys are essentially encircled because they will just keep dying of lack of supply. So, yeah, no, a bad day to be an Italian.
With the destruction of North Africa, it was time to look upwards towards an invasion of Italy. This, however, would have to wait as my hatred for the French distracted me.
Alright, slight miscalculation on my part. For one, I'm still trying to hold France. The front line hasn't moved, but you know what the problem is? France hasn't gotten rid of their debuffs. They still have, that's not the problem. Political violence, they still have that. They still have full employment. They still have protected by the Maginot Line. Well, actually, you can't get rid of that. Okay, never mind, sorry. They still have disjointed government, and they still have victors of the Great War. I have no idea what these guys... Oh, now I know what they've been doing. They could have taken army reform, but they haven't. They've been investing in their colonies. What else have they been doing? They took strengthened government, and they never finished it. What the fuck, AI? Yeah, no, I'm going to leave you to your death because I would like to save Norway because the Germans managed to sneak in a whole fucking army. So, yeah, no, France, eat a dick. You have been an absolute bastard to try to protect. No, you have done nothing to help yourself, so I am going to help myself by killing some Germans in the Nordic countries. All right, goodbye. All right, France is done, and don't tell me this all went to Vichy. Why did that go to Vichy? Okay, that's annoying, but what are we gonna do about it? Nothing as of right now, but we will kill the the fake French later. That is kind of annoying that they got all of Algeria and Morocco, and that's annoying. Okay, well, the fake French are here. Is this what's left of the entirety of the Horn of Africa? Is that what's left? Oh my god, I didn't even think this was still going. Okay. We still have no manpower, which I kind of figured out why. I never did the Military Training Act, which got the War to End All Wars debuff done. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, no, we're dealing with that now. Why are there attack things that? Okay, they're gone. Um, but anyway, so next plan of attack, another triple invasion. We are going for uh Reggio Calabria. We're going to take Sicily. So we're taking two of the major ports here and one on the very tip of the boot of Italy. So we can start getting them down. If we look at the casualties for the Germans, or just the Axis in general, the Germans lost about 1 million to me. The Italians have lost almost 700k. Pretty significant. Most of those were in North Africa, though we did get some in the islands, which we now have. And I actually, yeah, those went to the Greeks. Um, so another reason why I dropped out, because honestly, I might have been able to hold France. I probably could have. The problem is my Air Force has been absolutely butchered. I was losing so many planes, it would not have been realistic for me to try to hold that. But now at least we can pick off divisions where we can. Like here, we have encircled a pretty decent amount of the German forces they sent up to Norway. So I think it's going to be a nice little encirclement. The only um port they have left is I'm going to butcher this, Stavrij, whatever. But since we have complete naval dominance there, I don't think they're going to be able to get out. So all these troops are mine. Alright, naval invasions are away. We got a significant amount of Italian divisions in Sicily, it looks like. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy fight, but I do think we should at least get a few ports. I'm hoping. Okay, so we might have a chance. We'll at least get Katerina? I think that's Katerina. Whether or not we get our other ones remains to be seen, sadly enough. Push up through there. And hopefully we can force that. Okay, we will get Palermo. Will we? Okay, we might. This is definitely a lot more stressful. Do we have an... Oh. Okay, two very dumb things I just realized I did not do. I didn't put the Air Force over. Oh, I am so dumb. Alright, in spite of me doing a incredibly dumb thing and not putting up my Air Force, we have actually managed to take the ports in the west of Sicily, so we just need to push and grab more of it. I think we should get this part here. Yeah, okay, I think it might be wraps. Yep, we pushed them over there, and that means we can help with the push across into what that place, the very tip of Italy. Why did I sound French? I don't know. I'm really sleep deprived right now. This is doing numbers. Look at this shit. 32 to 1. Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, no, suck it, Germany. And, well, actually, I think is that mostly German planes? Let's check. No, don't be a dummy. Click the right way. That's just some Focke-Wulfs. Okay, no, there's actually a significant amount of Italian planes. Well, screw you, Italy. You suck. Sorry, Mussolini, and your very chiseled jawline. Alright, so we were beginning to plan the southern thrust into Italy, but we do have a slight problem. Beyond the fact that Greece is dying, but I wasn't helping them to begin with. If we go over to the Pacific here, war is about to kick off as the Imperial Japanese are currently declaring on us. So our coastlines are defended on our holdings in the islands, and we currently have our plan for the Kingdom of Siam, because this is where things are going to kick off. As the way this works is whenever Japan basically declares wars on the Allies, Siam basically gets their arm twisted into joining. So what we're going to do, the Marines haven't showed up yet, but we're going to have a naval invasion going from our holdings in Malaya and hitting Bangkok, which is their capital, and then hopefully with that we'll be able to push and encircle this peninsula here, and also just push forward because these guys will be cut off from their supply. Navy-wise, we have deployed our destroyer force from the US is making their way over to the capital here. We have our submarine force and we have our Pacific force here. We probably will move over people from, well, some of the fleets from guarding the main islands, as I don't think Germany has anything left in the tank really to threaten us with, but you never know. Alright, for another reason why I wanted to let France die slowly is so Germany would do this, declaring war on the Soviet Union. You know, Germany, you do you, boo, but I'm telling you this is not going to go well. It's honestly just to divert some troops away because the attack into Italy can be very annoying once all the German divisions come down and basically make this into a giant fucking slog. But thankfully, we won't have to do that. Great job, Germany. Alright, it is time to go in on the Japanese. The Free French are calling us to fight against them, and we shall accept. So now the entire sea is red, but hopefully it will not last that long. Let's get the subs out and just start convoy raiding them into oblivion. Goodbye. I hope you didn't like those convoys because they are now mine. Alright, and we have to wait for... Oh, did Siam get called in already? Sweet. I don't have to wait around. I hate waiting because I am impatient, motherfucker. Alright, naval invasion is away. Let's just put this on... Where is it? There we go. We'll put this on naval invasion support, and we will launch... I don't think, honestly, I don't usually pay attention to the Pacific Theater, I'm going to be honest. Kind of gets lost in the sauce, usually. Last video was the most I've ever played heavily in the Pacific, but I doubt we will have much issue against the Japanese. They will be very spread thin during this, and I think we are pushing in the north. Can you guys, like, actually do something? Because there's no one there. Thank you. Alright. And yeah, we'll be taking Bangkok, so that means no supply for these people. Oh, well, there goes Hong Kong. Oh, well. Too bad, so sad. I stole your capital. Oh, and yeah, we're gonna ignore the fact I kind of missed the fact that Germany invaded Norway. We're ignoring that for my sake, please. All right, slight miscalculation. I completely forgot that my army had another naval invasion set to happen, but it's fine. We're gonna ignore that. That was just a little hiccup on my part because I set this up ahead of time. But yeah, no, multitasking today is not going well. Japan has done the boat touching, so the US is in the war. Hooray. We have managed to get an encirclement here around Bangkok, so after we take... Oh yeah, okay, so we did take that. Yeah, that was their last supply hub in the southern area, so all these troops are encircled and are going to die. Great. If we go over to the European theater, we have encircled what is left of the boot of Italy, at least the southern part, and then it's simply the push up north. Thankfully, because this is an earlier war, I don't have to deal with the 5 million divisions I had to deal with in the French video. If you haven't seen that, take a look, because honestly, the sheer amount of divisions is fucking ridiculous. It was goddamn painful. Alright, safe to say, I think Italy is gone. We've taken... Oh, Jesus, lag spike. Oh, what the hell just happened? Oh, okay, I think I know what happened. Okay, Paradox, I'm just gonna say this. Please fix that, because as lovely it is to get free encirclement, because the way the transfer territory event happens, yeah, no, it oftentimes just transfers a bunch of territory that is actively controlled by the other Italy, so you get nice little pockets like this for free. If that little guy didn't connect the damn bridge, god damn it, alright, well, afterwards it'll be a nice little encirclement, but yeah, no, it kind of... It ruins the difficulty. Not that I'm okay, I am complaining about it technically, but it's kind of funny.
With our troops stuck in the Alps of Italy and a small side quest into Iran to steal some oil, it was time to invade Germany.
Alright, so after some time and consideration of how to capitulate the Germans, because this just isn't working. I'm sorry, I cannot get through that. I have decided that it's time for D-Day. The invasion into Italy did very well. We managed to get them completely out of the war, but we need to move on to get rid of Germany, as the war in the Pacific and Asia as a whole is just kind of a slog. I mean, we've secured China from falling and managed to capture a little bit back of their territory, and we've pushed semi into this area here, where Siam and Vietnam are. But I can't really continue from here. I don't have the supply. I also just don't have the troops, as I have to deal with this. And oh yeah, we killed Iran in the meantime. That was a little side quest. But to continue this, we're gonna have to get rid of Germany. So I have set up the naval invasions. We're looking at Le Havre, Dieppe, and Dunkirk. I don't know if that's correctly pronounced. So we're gonna put the Home Guard Navy on naval invasion support, and we are going to launch. Alright, Dunkirk is ours. We managed to grab that. Gonna move over to take the airfield, and then hopefully send one of our boys over to grab another naval base there. You're currently stuck because the Navy decided to go after a bunch of submarines there, so those Marines haven't landed yet. But it looks like we are moving fine into Le Havre. And did the naval invasion just not launch for them? Or did they... Oh, there's just nobody home there. Okay. Well, a bit late to show up there. Alright, yep. There we go. You guys can support that naval landing, and y'all can push to connect up the line there. And I think we've successfully gotten D-Day pretty much secured. Once we've connected these, we can bring the army in. Paris has been liberated by the 7th Armored Division. Sucks to suck at Germany. Your empire is crumbling. And the tanks finally get to come out to play. I've been making these in the background, and they had to go trotting across a lot of sea, so they lost a lot of their army experience, but hey, they'll gain it fighting in France here. Alright, now it's the race to Berlin. The Russians have encircled, I think this is by it's Riga up there. They also did a naval invasion into Romania, which is really cool, knowing the fact of the Soviet Union really does not have anything really notable when it comes to naval power. We got sandwiched here, which was fun. I lost a bunch of divisions. Not great, but I'm kind of ignoring it right now, because I'm kind of just like, if we get rid of Germany, they're done, and then I can go kill Japan, and then I can be done. So, currently just rushing through their lines. They don't have much here in the way of forces. Most of it is around in the Belgium area here, which is a bit tedium, but it is what it is. Air-wise, their Air Force has been basically completely obliterated. If we go to here, so we did pretty well overall. As was a 19,000, and then the one for the year was 1,000. Pretty decent, not complaining. Though for the fact that these are jet fighters, I was kind of hoping they would do better, but you know, I don't know. Let me pull up the design. Maybe that's the issue. Oh wait, no, never mind. I remember the issue is I have no fucking manpower. All right, fall of Berlin. For some reason, the French forces were the ones that got there, which, you know, slightly pivot. What do you mean? Hold on. Okay, this is some bullshit. I'm calling this out. This is bullshit. That's my Marine division. There's not even any French divisions. Like, they're all the way over here. What the fuck? I got robbed. I've been robbed, guys. This is some bullshit. Germany is gone. Thank the Lord. They had no equipment they gave me a whole lot of fucking jack shit. Alright, time to cook up a peace deal. Let's hope this goes better than the French video, because that was horrifying. Alright, so peace deal is finished. Definitely not the greatest one. I kind of skipped over Germany because I was just like, I don't want to deal with that. But I can tell you this, the sun truly never sets on the fucking British Empire. Holy shit. Yugoslavia exile. Yeah, sure. Yeah, dang. I thought they already had their. Okay, well, whatever. Um, so we have a lot of puppets. Well, I actually only have a few puppets. I took Albania because funnies. Of course, I would take Italy. This was not all. None of this was my choice, though. I guess it is technically kind of historical of the fact of there were multiple occupation zones. So you have the American occupation, the French occupation, and you just have the Soviets. There is a Poland. It's kind of disgusting looking, but hey, we have Austria back, so there can be peace in the world. But anyway, next order of business. Oh yeah, also I took Norway. No reason for that, honestly. I was just kind of feeling it. Next order of business. Japan is still alive, and I don't really want them to be. So I'm gonna recoup my losses a bit, and then I'm going to invade them, and then we can call this a day. Alright, naval, we are ready. The naval invasions are fully prepped. We've gotten supremacy in the seas that we need. Just put these on naval invasion support, and we are ready to go. This one will be interesting because I have put down 4 separate naval invasions at once. So, oh, execute force. Hey, coordinated invasion. There you go. I got a thingy. Sweet. Election contested. What is this? Hey, whatever. I don't care. Screw off. My election. Alright, and our naval invasions are beginning to land. Oh god, we're not making Nagasaki. We're not making Nagasaki at all. That is not possible. Are we even going to be able to land? It doesn't look like we're going to be able to land in any of these spots. Okay, well, we got that one there, which is helpful, but not really, because there's not a port here. Like, legitimately. Oh, we got, what is it? Hiroshima? Yeah, we got Hiroshima. Okay. Alright, how are we gonna do this? I didn't really plan this far ahead, kinda. My brain was like, okay, throw naval visions, get on land. Alright, so I can't actually do much with those because there's no port there, so I'm gonna start building a port, I guess. Naval base. There you go. Start building one. As for you, I'm going to put in a smaller army at Iwo Jima. And we're gonna move to push towards Nagasaki in the south. Alright, I figured out why I couldn't land in Nagasaki. Holy shit, that's a doom stack. Yeah, there was no way I was ever gonna capture that, not in a million years. Alright, I think it's safe to say Japan is absolutely cooked, so I will see you all in the peace deal. Welcome to the peace deal. Alright, what are we actually able to take? Oh, Jesus Christ, why is that so expensive? Oh, it's probably because other countries have claims on those, that's why it's so expensive. Alright, well, let's see what I can do with this. Alright, so I couldn't really do as much as I wanted to since it wasn't really I didn't really get that much participation, but I did steal the entirety of, Siam and the old French Indochina. So that's all mine now. I also took a few islands, but that's not much. There's not much to speak on that. But hey, the war is done, meaning we have stolen everybody's shit. Like, seriously, I've expanded the glory of the British Empire. And, wait, there's one more thing I want to do before we leave. Alrighty, so Imperial Federalization has happened, and holy shit. Look at all that crimson red. Oh my god, it's beautiful. We didn't get Burma, sadly, but, you know, who can complain when I have 197 mills and 63 dockyards, along with just combined, oh, what is that? 427 factories. Holy shit. Our manpower just immediately skyrocketed. Wait, hold on. We have 5.8, well, 580 million people. Holy shit. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we do have India. And for some reason, Germany is now white. Okay. I'm not questioning this. Alright. Well, that has been my play of the UK. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me do next. I do have a plan for my next video. It'll be something a bit different from what I normally do, but I think y'all will enjoy it. But anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.